Hi Sagittarius, I hope that you're all doing well. This reading is going to cover your next 3 days. The first card that we have out is Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is coming out like possibly reversed, so let's just talk about that. I think that I'm going to put it upright, but when we have Queen of Swords reversed, it can mean like not using discernment with something. It can also mean like avoiding taking a look at something that needs to be analyzed. Maybe I actually, you know how this is coming through? I think that this can be a time when you are re-evaluating something. Because I feel like that's a high vibrational like read on Queen of Swords reversed, is to go back and look at something that needs to be looked at. And I'm seeing King of Cups, so maybe this is an emotional matter of some sort, or the way that something's being handled. Yeah, I'm getting this feeling of turning something upside down, inside out, go through it piece by piece. Feeling like can't proceed until that's done here. Because the goal is to be taking steps where you're going to feel like that's definitely the right way to be moving, and you will feel very good about that. This Nine of Pentacles, see how there's like this aura around there? I get the sense that when you're doing things in a way that feels like really connected with your power, you're going to like feel that sense of aura around you. And so if you're not feeling that way about a situation, it can be time to reevaluate that. Because this is going to be that your natural state of things, where you can even feel like on top of the world. So maybe something's going on where you're not totally feeling like that, so you're going to reevaluate. This feels like about steps that are being taken. And it can be what you are giving your energy to as well. Seeing something about feelings popping up. There can be a connection that you're focused on. Some of you are watching a movie, plans to. Okay, more twos coming out. We have Two of Wands, and below we have Two of Pentacles. This is making sure that we are using our energies in ways that we really do feel happy that that's what we're using it for, rather than using our energy for something and being like, I should have spent it on that over there. This is taking the time to make sure that you're using your energy in meaningful ways. Because we have Page of Cups be before that. So maybe there's even something emotionally that you want to prioritize. Maybe there's something intuitively that you feel like I really got to pay attention to that here. I am seeing Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck. A third two. Yeah, some of you, you're going to be prioritizing spending time connecting with somebody. Seeing that card, you see these energies that are connecting? This can be something that you're going to be choosing to spend your time doing. Whatever this is that you spend your time doing, this is something that you're going to see as being empowering to you. Again, like this, the aura around this, I feel like when you choose this, you feel like you're on top of the world. That is the feeling. So maybe there's something about that. I get something emotionally, something intuitively that's being reevaluated. This can even be a tentative plan that you're taking a closer look at to make sure that it is we can make choices that align with different things. We can make choices that align with our disempowerment. We can make choices that align with our truth. We can make choices that align with a clear throat chakra. This feels like making choices that are aligned with you feeling like you are on top of the world. And from a place where your Nine of Pentacles is about feeling capable, it's about us trusting ourselves, and it's about our autonomy as well, which means making choices that we want to be making because we want to be making those choices, rather than feeling like we're doing it for other reasons that don't ultimately feel good, like to have some type of transactional situation. This is like, I want to do it that way. This is the way that I'm going to be doing it, and I have the means to be doing it like that, because we make that happen for ourselves. And there's something very vibrant about doing things in that way. Kind of like recognizing nothing can't be accomplished. So maybe you're going to double check or look into, again, something about how you're feeling. I kind of see it like Page of Cups is a message that came up that you received that you can be going back on and looking at again, because it feels like you may have missed something important. Like in a key piece or like a really important detail where if you look at that message again, you're going to realize something important there. And that is going to inform what's going to be happening next. Because I feel too, when we have Queen of Swords connected with Two of Pentacles, this feels like in my head, without really thinking too deeply about it, I'm telling myself that this over here is important. But if you reevaluate, something is going to shift. Like something that maybe you weren't giving importance to actually is important, and maybe even something that you were saying was very important, you can look at and be like, well, that's actually not as important as this over here. So there's like something like that that's going on here. And I think that this has to do with feelings. I think that is part of this. Yes, having the moon coming out, for sure. Yeah, maybe you were avoiding looking at something here. I don't think... I want to reevaluate that. I don't think, or revise that. I don't think that you were avoiding. I think that this seems to me like looking at something and missing important details about it and then having to go back and look at it again. Because I don't think that you were purposely avoiding this. This feels like, oh, the first time around I missed that, but now I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it again, and I'm noticing all these details that I didn't notice before, and they're actually really important. And you can be deciding to explore something that you hadn't explored before, maybe go into some type of realm that had been somewhat untapped. So now you can break this down and look at it. Because before it could have been kind of like a mystery to you. Now this feels like getting closer to going that way. Maybe before you felt like you wouldn't be prepared for something like this, and now you can be seeing things a little bit differently than that because you feel like you're being led in this direction. And we are ending with the Ten of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Ten of Cups is seen as being the happiest card, I think, in my opinion anyway. Ten of Cups is like when everything is as it should be, and not even in that grand sense of like, isn't everything always as it should be, but this is like, you actually feel like everything is in its right place, and you feel that deeply within you, like there's no tension, there's no conflict, there are no squares, there's no turmoil. It's just like, this is how it's supposed to be. That is the feeling of the Ten of Cups. And there's a feeling of connection and presence there. Just like everything being in its right place is the feeling. Having Page of Cups, having Two of Wands, and having the moon feels like you are being led in the direction of something. When we have the moon there, this can be really going into some energetic space that you're going to be exploring, some mystical space that you're going to be exploring, some deep emotional, psychological space that you are going to be exploring. It can also be deciding to, moon connected with Pisces, you can be deciding to travel somewhere far away this can also be deciding to, it doesn't have to, it can be physical travel. It doesn't have to be physical travel. You can just go into some type of realm even if this is an emotional realm that you're going into, or a psychological realm that you're going into. Whatever it is, it's somewhere where you're going to be exploring and bringing light to things that are undiscovered at this point, and maybe for some of you even undisclosed. And this can be your own stuff that you have going on psychologically that maybe you weren't getting near, maybe you weren't touching before. Again, not on purpose, but it can be stuff that you just like weren't going in that direction. Now you're like, okay, I feel a pull that I actually need to go that way, and I need to look into this further. And there's also something here about reevaluating your priorities, and also about maybe seeing yourself in a way that you hadn't been seeing yourself before. Because this can even be like, before, when I wasn't seeing myself in that light, I was making decisions like this, but now I'm seeing myself in that light, and so that also changes the way that I'm approaching things. Taking a look at what you're placing importance on. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everyone for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm sending everybody love, and I hope to catch you guys next time.